Hello everybody, this is Milad, and in this video I want to teach you how you can use ChatGPT, actually GPT-4 and GPT 3.5, doesn't matter, to come up with a website, something like this, with a navbar, with some menu items here, also a nice slider that you can change the image, with different sections actually, about us, portfolio, you can see a nice design here we have, and also a contact form, and at the end the footer. And also an amazing thing about this website is that it's responsive. If I decrease the size, you can see that menu is turned to a hamburger menu. So when I click on these, you can see that it expands and then it closes. And take a look at the whole website. It's fully responsive here. There are some issues with it. You can fix it actually. Maybe there should be a distance here, but it looks nice. Actually, you can come up with a website, something like this, under 10 minutes. But actually, you need to become good, really good in writing prompts and descriptions for ChatGPT. And I think this is a challenge for future. Actually, everything's gonna be replaced by ChatGPT and AI tools, but you need to actually come up with a good prompt. So it's called actually prompt engineering. So in this video, I want to help you how you can use ChatGPT to come up with a website like this. Of course, it's a static website, but you can use it for different purposes. If you want to introduce your product, your brand, your company, and you can actually put some links here and redirect the customers to another store or website. This tutorial based on ChatGPT is useful for basically two groups of people. First, people are non-developers, non-technical guys who just want to come up with a really nice web page, and they just want to get a really simple website without doing the coding actually, and they want to spend a huge amount of money for a simple website. And also for developers, actually developers can use ChatGPT to come up with a basic style of a website, and then on top of that they can do the modification to make it better and better. So they don't have to actually waste their time to come up with the really basic website and template. So let's start. Here I have ChatGPT Plus. I'm a paid user, so I'm able to actually use GPT-4 model, which has been released recently. But the problem with GPT-4 is that it's a little bit slow, but the result is much better. But in this case, in this tutorial, it doesn't matter if it's GPT-4 or GPT 3.5. Even though it's better to have the Plus subscription because you're able to use GPT default model, which is actually faster. As you can see, the Plus version is much faster, and it's better for web development and creating websites because it's take too much time to actually come up with a whole web template. So let's get the start. And here, because of speed, I want to use GPT 3.5, but with the paid subscription, so it's much faster. But I did the same thing with GPT-4 as well, and the result is a little bit better. But I believe in general, the end result will be highly dependent on your prompt and your description, the description you give ChatGPT. Now let's start by asking a really simple thing from ChatGPT. So this is my first prompt. I wanted to create a web page including a black responsive navbar, sections for about, portfolio, customers, contact, and footer. Let's see what it does. So at this point, you just need to say continue. You see, it's really fast in comparison to GPT-4. But if you want to come up with a better result, of course, you can use GPT-4. But for the sake of this video, I just wanted to use GPT 3.5 because it's faster. And I'll also continue again. It's funny, it says that I apologize, I mistakenly hit send before completing my response. Here's the rest of the CSS code. So, okay, now it's done, I think. Let's look at the result at the beginning. At the beginning, it says that, well, I'm not actually create the web pages actually for you. So, and I can only give you the code. So that's what we want from it. And this is the HTML code. You can see there is a little bit issue with ChatGPT still. These codes are not quite inside these boxes, but that's fine, I think, for now. Now let's try this code actually to see what it does, and then we can modify it a little bit to come up with a better result. So here I want to use code pen actually to test it, but you can actually, because it's just HTML, CSS, and probably JavaScript, you can use your own browser and your own setup. You don't need any online tool for that. Let's create a new pen, and first let's grab HTML. The problem actually with AI and ChatGPT is that every time that you enter same prompt and same description, every time it's going to give you completely different result, and it's really hard to come up with exactly the same template every time. So there is a chance that the template I'm going to get is completely different from what I showed you at the beginning. So this was the HTML, grab the CSS as well. The rest, I think the CSS code here is a little bit messy, so I believe I'm gonna ask it to actually give me a better, a clear one. Please give me the CSS code in one file again. Let's copy this to see if it works. Copy and paste here. Okay, not bad, but also copy the JS right here. Let's make the size smaller. Well, the hamburger menu doesn't work here, so it doesn't look good at all. I don't like it. So what I'm gonna do, I wanna actually ask it again to do it for me. I'm not satisfied with the result. Please again. I want to copy the same command, and actually I want to add more things to it. And also I want to say that add a beautiful slider with some sample images. You can use actually bootstrap template. Make sure it's responsive. Let's see what it does. Okay, now it's done, and let's try this second result. Okay, this was this copy. Just Just paste it here. Rest of it. Rest. Let's grab CSS as well. Okay, that's it. Okay, now let's look at the result. It's pretty much exactly what we wanted to have. It's pretty similar to my initial template. And the keyword here was actually the word bootstrap. And this template is basically is coming from Bootstrap library. And because ChatGPT doesn't know what to do, draw all sorts of combinations. And you need to be more specific if you wanted to come up with the exactly same template that you want. So here it was a Bootstrap template, and so I added Bootstrap as well. And you can see that the template is exactly similar. Now the only thing left to do is adding some images, and it's really simple. Here, the only thing I need to do is that say, please give me the random image URL from Splash website. So you can see that I can just copy this part and use it here instead of these sample placeholders. I can put it instead of this and just get rid of the rest of the it's good. Just copy that and paste it. Okay. And again. So look at the slider. Well, you can see that it looks good. Only all the images are the same because I used same URL. When you use random URL, it's just gonna give you same image every time. And also the images for these parts, you can change them as well. And you have also the contact section. Let's see if it's responsive or not. Yeah, you can see that it's completely responsive. If I click on portfolio, it's gonna come to this part, but I want to add something else. I want to make it to be in a slow motion mode when it wants to jump to this section. So let's ask ChatGPT. I want to have a slow scroll when it scrolls to the sections. Let's see if it does this for us. So there is a JS code here. I just need to copy this and paste it here in the JS section. Well, it doesn't work. We need something else, I believe. Yes. Also need the jQuery library as well. Let's put it here. Okay, it's fine. Doesn't work. See. So what's wrong with it? I just ask it that it doesn't work. So let's see if can solve the problem. I want to grab this again. Not a chance. No. Copy this as well and put it here maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Now it works. You can see that I'm not quite sure if I get rid of the JS here, will it still work or not? Yeah, actually to have this nice scroll, you don't need to have any JS uh, functionality. You just need to add a scroll behavior smooth. That's enough. I think it's pretty much completed. We just need to add some images here. It's like slider. Also, maybe it would be a good idea if we add a logo here. So I want to ask ChatGPT to do it for me. Please add a logo next before the title of the website. You can actually ask ChatGPT to come up with the whole structure again, or you can ask it to just give you that specific part so that it takes less time. So let's look at the structure. I don't want to change the whole thing here. So here, my website, I just want to copy this and paste it instead of this part. Okay, now here we have the logo, but we don't have any logo actually, so I want to ask ChatGPT to give me a sample logo. Please give me sample free logo URL that I can use. Okay, it gave me just some websites. It's not worth it to, spend that much time generating the logo. So simple logo. Just grab one. We just want to test. That's important. This one. Okay. Copy image. And where is it? Okay, this one here. Copy image address. Paste it here. Okay. Now we have the logo as well. Let's take a look at the whole. So this is what we have, and it's also responsive. And if you only use the commands I used, you can come up with this website in a few minutes, and you can modify it. Just make sure that you use the right keywords. You see, using just bootstrap keyword changed the whole thing, and that's really important. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the like button if you enjoyed this. Thank you. Bye bye.